Roll call, please.
Alderman Kirkowski.
Here.
Lorik.
Here.
Dukenyak.
Here.
Toman.
Here.
Gale.
Here.
Guzekowski.
Here. Great. Could we all rise for the pledge? And could we get Chief Anderson to lead us?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't know if there's ever been a meeting where there's not been a citizen here.
Oh, Arden,
First for me.
you're just a little late.
Technically, you have.
These staff.
We're all
residents.
You're all
a
citizen.
All right. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes of 1:16:18? If there's no questions, comments, motion.
Kirkowski make a motion to approve the minutes of 1:16:18.
Oracle second. Roll call.
Alderman Lorik.
Aye.
Dukenyak.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
First item up is a summarization of the treasurer's report on investment and banking accounts for the month of December ending the 31st of 2017. And with us is Barb.
Good evening. I just want to point out a couple of things that I made a little bit of a change to the council report that goes with the attached actual report. I decided to kind of cut it down a little bit instead of showing a lot of the detail on the front that's already in the report. I just have the summarization of the totals. So our beginning balance is $31,569,056.81. This is, by the way, is for December. Ending balance $62,625,971.80. Our interest earned was $37,888.26. And the change between beginning and end balance was an increase of $31,056,914.99. As you can see below, the December tax collection was basically our increase. It was $35,703,535.33, which was 45.85% of the total tax levy. That's a huge amount in a couple of weeks that was collected. We were very, very busy. Out of that 35.7 million, the city's share, I thought that would be a nice thing to throw in there as well, kind of point out, out of all that 35.7 million, 11,204,064.32 is the city share. The other thing that I changed, if you look at the actual report that was attached, I included the split of the distribution to the tax collection. So down on the bottom part to the right, you'll see how it was actually distributed to the different taxing jurisdictions, including utility, and then the tax overpayment refunds, showing that 11.2 million as the city's share. Any questions?
Any questions for Barb at this time? Nothing? Okay, thank you, Barb.
Thanks, Barb.
Item 5, consideration of a motion to approve licensing agreements with CSAC, BMI, and AppScam for the rebroadcast of music by licensed performers. You got it, Catherine?
Sure. This is just a maintenance type fee. This is a royalty that goes to artists. It's based on our population. The fee that is charged, we do receive a 10% discount. It looks like we went down about $35 for this year's fees, and it is an estimate. This is for any kind of music that we would play either on phone, hold, or throughout the building, that sort of thing. It's very standard, and we've been doing this for years.
Any questions regarding the licensing agreements with those three agencies? Okay, seeing none, motion.
Yeah, we'll move to approve the license agreement with CSAC, BMI, and ASCAP for the rebroadcast of music by licensed performers.
Dukenyak, second.
Roll call.
Alderman Dukenyak.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye. Item 6, our vendor summary report. Please take a look. Any questions? I would direct them to Bridget.
Bridget, I do have one question. In regard to item number 3, the Art Below Zero, those are monies that are, again, I'm assuming, that have been collected through the room tax. Is that
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. So these are collected through the room tax and paid out through the Tourism Commission.
Okay, thank you.
And then this one's probably Mike. Item 23, is that the last payment on the bridge maintenance from last summer?
It is minus just some minor retainage, some money that we're holding on to make sure that the grass grows in on the restoration.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Not, motion?
Bill, move to approve the January 31st, 2018 vendor summary report in the combined amount of $803,533.10.
Guzekowski will second.
Roll call.
Alderman Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorick.
Aye.
Dukenyak.
Aye.
Brings us to engineering. Item 7, consideration of a resolution for the workmanship of Raza of Racine and authorizing the final payment. Mike, are you ready for us?
Sure. This was the latest of our sidewalk repair projects, and this is a typical type of project that we would do every second or third year as we move to different parts of the city to eliminate trip hazards and project was awarded for, let's see, just under 62,000, and it was a unit price contract, and the final payout is just under 56,000. So just making the final payment and closing that one out.
Okay. Any questions for Mike regarding sidewalks within your district that might have got repair?
Mike, I did have one quick one, and maybe it's the bid amount, the as-built amount for the, I think the quantities it would be, I don't know, is it linear feet or square footage? We're a little shy of what we planned on. Do you have a feel for why that happened?
I don't. I wonder if some of these were eliminated by, rather than pulling out a slab, if you've got some differential, like a slab is heaved,
They-
sometimes the street department crew will get out there and eliminate some of those
Oh,
with their grinder. That's an assumption on my part.
Okay, okay, never mind, that's good enough.
Other questions? Motion?
Yeah, I'll move to approve resolution 11905-020618, accepting the workmanship of Raza of Racine LLC and authorizing final payment for project number 13023.
Guzekowski will second.
Roll call.
Alderman Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorick.
Aye.
Dukenyak.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye.
That brings us to the next item in engineering. Actually, this whole agenda is engineering. It's consideration of a resolution approving a drainage easement with Marlene Urbans located at 327 East Forest Hill Avenue.
Thanks, Mayor. Yes, this is a drainage project that's kind of multi-phased, designed by engineering staff, constructed by street department staff. And council may recall there was a detention pond that was constructed a little bit north of the site that we're talking about here, and then some storm sewer extended along property line on north side of East Forest Hill. So this is basically the last phase of this storm sewer project. We have been waiting patiently and working with the property owner, and finally have gotten the required easement signed. And so the alignment is shown on the graphic here. Basically, it would be replacing a very old storm sewer pipe that's been in there for many decades. We don't even have a easement for that, so that's been basically situated upon private property. We do have the easement signed now, just need to sign it on the city's end. And I got a second graphic here. Basically, the green line that you see south of Forest Hill is the existing pipe. The easement will take us somewhat along that alignment, but then it will wrap to the east and discharge into an existing ditch. So again, this is the design is finalized. As soon as we have that easement signed and recorded, street department is prepared to mobilize and start working on getting trees cleared and then the pipe installed.
Okay. Any questions for Mike?
I have a question, right, because I'm dealing with an issue you're helping me out on with a resident in our third district in regard to easements. Are residents given special consideration or compensation when they sign off for an easement? Or is that just something that the city can?
Our
Put into
our
place.
request is always to request the easement at no cost, and we try to impress upon the property owner the benefit that is being received for the facilities that
Okay.
are being installed.
Thank you.
Mike, is that work on the south side gonna alleviate any potential? Well, I don't think it's flooded in a while, but it has. That resident on the north side has always had concerns. So this,
Yep, that's right. And the work that's been done to date has, we feel, now we haven't had a big storm, but we feel that it's going to go a long way towards eliminating the flooding that has happened at that location. We do need to do this last phase because it is a very old pipe, and we suspect that it's probably already failing to some extent. So this really will, give us a peace of mind that we shouldn't really be having any problems in that area going forward.
Thank you.
Anything else? No? Not, motion, please.
Dukniak move to consider approving resolution number 11906-020618, approving a drainage easement with Marlene Olbrantz located at 327 East Forest Hill Avenue.
Oracle second. Roll call?
Alderman Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye.
Dukniak.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Item 9 is consideration of a resolution vacating a We Energies permanent underground electrical easement at 641 West Oakwood Road.
So item 9 and item 10 are somewhat related. Item 9 is vacating an easement that the city granted to We Energies just last year. There's been, for a variety of reasons, there's been some redesign on their installation. And so basically, they want to vacate this easement. There's no need for it. There would be no facilities within it. So step 1 is item 9, which is to vacate the existing easement. This is down south part of the city, excuse me. It's south of Oakview Business Park along the ATC lines, very, very near the new We Energies substation.
Like when they're vacating, are they taking the old transmission lines out, or are they just leaving them down
They got the easement originally to install some new lines. Those lines have not been
there?
installed.
Oh, they're not.
They will be going into the new easement, provided it is granted in the next item.
Okay. Anything else from anyone? Not, motion on 9, please.
Gail, move to approve resolution 11907-020618 vacating a We Energies 20-foot by 777 and a quarter foot permanent underground electrical easement at 641 West Oakwood Road.
Guzekowski will second.
Roll call.
Alderman Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye.
Dukenyak.
Aye.
Toman. Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
And as Mike said, number 10 also relates to it. Consideration of a resolution granting We Energies a permanent underground electrical easement at 641 West Oakwood Road. Mike, anything?
Yes, I guess I don't have anything to add other than this is the easement that they need to install the facilities.
Pretty easy on that one. Questions? Seeing none, motion?
Gail, move to approve resolution 11908-020618 granting a We Energies 20-foot by 775.83-foot permanent underground electrical easement at 641 West Oakwood Road.
Guzekowski will second.
Roll call.
Alderman Lorik.
Aye.
Dukenyak.
Aye.
Toman. Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye. Item number 11 is consideration of a resolution accepting the dedication of public improvements and a release from the development agreement for Centennial Park Expansion Project. Mike again.
Yes, so this is the standard procedure for a development that must install public infrastructure as they develop their property. This is Centennial Park expansion, 3rd District, down near the intersection of Centennial and Shepherd Avenues. And the public infrastructure was just water main in this case. So that's all installed and functioning properly.
Questions, comments?
Mike, I have a question. I don't know if it directly relates to this. If you can recall, the American Legion Post had concerns about drainage from that development. And I know that your department was looking into that. Again, was contacted by the Legion Post with their concerns. I have not heard back from them. So I'm guessing everything was okay?
Yeah, I recall that. I recall the concern. I believe that was worked out as the plans were finalized. I can get confirmation of that. It's been a long time since.
Right, I mean,
since I've
I
dealt with
remember
that
it was
issue.
just prior to Lions Fest, and they were concerned that the rainwater from the roofs were going to run off into their field, but I've heard nothing since.
I can confirm, get some
Okay.
details, and get back to you on
Sure,
that.
thanks, Mike.
Any other questions? If not, motion.
Motion on that. Dukenyak move to approve resolution number 11909-020618, accepting dedication of the public improvements and release from the development agreement for the Centennial Park expansion project.
Oracle second.
Roll call.
Alderman Dukenyak.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye.
Item 12, last one in engineering, is consideration of a resolution accepting the dedication of the public improvements and release from the development agreement for the South Field Expansion 2 project. Mike?
And this is the Wimmer development again. This is the next phase, potentially the last phase of Southfield Apartments on off of 13th Street, a little bit north of Rawson. And same thing, the public infrastructure was just water main. The roads and sewers are all private.
Questions, comments? All right, motion.
Kirkowski make a motion that the council adopt resolution number 11910-020618, a resolution accepting dedication of the public improvements and release from the development agreement for the Southfield Expansion 2 project. Oracle second.
Roll call.
Alderman Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye.
Dukenyak.
Aye.
Gets us to the License Committee, item 13, consideration to grant various license requests as listed in the 2/6/18 License Committee report. Steve?
Thank you, Mayor. There's 4 items there. Anybody have any questions about any? Forgot to ask that question last time when we had this new format, so. Okay.
And under number 1 there, Steve, we have an opening date on that Fanatics that grant for that license?
They are open.
They are open?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep, they are.
I didn't know that. All right. When did that happen?
I believe they had their grand opening 1 or 2 Fridays ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Great. Then Kirkowski will make a motion to grant the various license requests as listed on the February 6, 2018 License Committee report.
Dukenyak, second.
Roll call.
Alderman Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorick.
Aye.
Dukenyak.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye.
And that gets us to consideration of a motion to convene into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin State statutes to discuss the following. Section 19.85, Sub 1, Sub C, to discuss the performance evaluation for the city administrator. B, Section 19.85, Sub 1, Sub G, to consider the claim of Guillermo Garcia. And C, Section 19.85, Sub 1, Sub G, to consider the proposed settlement regarding the claim of David Adams. Ken?
Thank you, Mayor. Gail moves to convene in the closed session pursuant to Wisconsin State statutes to discuss the following. A, Section 19.85, Sub 1, Sub C, to discuss the performance evaluation for the city administrator. B, Section 19.85, Sub 1, Sub G, to consider the claim of Guillermo Carrasquillo. And C, Section 19.85, Sub 1, Sub G, to consider a proposed settlement regarding the claim of David Adams.
Guzekowski, second.
Roll call.
Alderman Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorick.
Aye.
Dukenyak.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
We will now convene into closed session and return at its conclusion. Roll call. Oh, we need a motion.
No,
Sorry.
Gail moves to reconvene in open session.
Guzekowski, will second.
Roll call.
Alderman Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorick.
Aye.
Dukenyak. Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
We will now consider action on 14C.
Thank you, Mayor. Gail will move to accept the proposed settlement with David Adams as outlined in the mediation agreement with the releasing of all claims as noted.
Kirkowski will second.
Just second.
Matter.
Kirkowski?
Kirkowski.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Lorick.
Aye.
Dukenyak.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Great. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, Arden,
Yes.
and anybody that is tuning in. This weekend's our, no, in 2
No,
weeks.
next weekend.
The 17th is the Winterfest, if you haven't heard about it. Gonna be ice sculpting, a lot of activities for the kids. Please get out, discover, and celebrate Oak Creek. Thank you.
Steve
Aye.
Lorick.
Aye.
I'll make
Thank you very much.